you know, it just jumps right on. All right, so hi guys, hello, hello, hello. All right, say hello to Ace, my big baby Ace. Say hey, Ace. You want to say hey? Hey to the camera? No? Okay. So, all right. The title of this video, all right, and this is a download. This is actually a collective download. I was talking to my sister about, but I want to talk to you guys about deity curses, right? Um, I know that I ran through the signs in my last reading, right? It's alive. Please check it out, right? And a lot of people aren't going to understand it because they don't understand. Okay, so I'm going to break it down. A while ago, I received a download. I think this had to be like, okay, Ace is out of here. I think this download about reincarnation had to be maybe a year ago or some change, right? And I received a download from the ancestors, and it wasn't like my ancestors. Well, it is my ancestors because we are all connected, right? But it was like a you know, when you let me try not to do that. All right, dear divine, please bless and charge me with the energy to bring a balance to my complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. All of that is above is below. Everything that is misunderstood is going to be understood. Please clear out any malice energy. All right. And clear my throat chakra and my heart and ground me so that I am able to pass this message exactly as it needs to be. All right. So Rich Rising, Rich Rising, Rich Rising, Lori. All right. So this is the thing, right? I received a download like some time ago about reincarnation from the ancestor realm. Let me say it like that, from the ancestor realm. And I was told that we are not, this had to be around like last February or March. Okay. Like last February, March. And I was told that we are not witches and warlocks and, we're just not that pantheon. Okay. We're not that pantheon. And I know that, what is it called? Superficial spirituality. They want to tell you that you're witches and you're warlocks, right? Like I'm going to say this with wholeheartedness. We're not. We're not. We're not. We're not. Okay? Only people that truly don't understand their reincarnation or don't, you know, research it or anything like that thinks that they're witches and warlocks. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I have only, in my 38 years of living and hello. My 38 years of living and coming across a lot of spiritualists, a lot of healers, a lot of shamans, a lot of practitioners, right? And I'm not talking about online, really. I'm talking about like in real life. It has really occurred to me that we are incarnated deities. Okay? The deity is within us. And as much as we hate it, the deity is also within some of our enemies. Okay? And I'm going to really explain what I mean about a deity curse, right? So I came, all All right, one more retraction. I'm going to block you off my page because you're not here for the right thing. All right. So, yeah. Hi, user from channel. There you go. I did you a favor. So, so we are reincarnated deities, right? We're not witches, we're not warlocks, or none of that, right? And the ancestors gave me that. Like, and when I first heard it, I'm telling y'all, when I first heard it, I was like, I'm the biggest, baddest witch out here. Like, you got me fucked up, right? You got me fucked up. I'm doing this, da 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 da. Witches protect their family. And then it was like, no, you can't keep calling yourself a witch. You are a person that knows spell work. If you keep calling yourself a witch, you're going to block your elevation and the spiritual. You're going to block your elevation spiritually. And so I was like, all right, I'm not a witch then, right? What am I? So the more I kept hearing like a deity, a deity, a deity. You're having a human experience. You're a deity, right? I really just kind of does that pertains to everybody. That pertains to everybody. And let me take that back. That pertains to everybody. Let me just go further. Okay, let me just go further. Because some people are just mortals. They're just humans. They're just fixated into this lifestyle. I mean, into this lifetime, not lifestyle, into this lifestyle. I'm about to tell you how you deal with that. Okay, I'm about to tell you how you deal with that. Just keep listening. Okay. Thank you, Lori. So we're reincarnated deities, right? But we have a deity curse. What one would say is a curse, right? So I'm gonna give you. I was reading the Guru Chisla. Thank you so much, Jama Kali. I was reading a holy book. I'm saying holy, but a book, right? That was written over 1,000 years ago, right? Over 1,000 years ago. I was reading it, and I wasn't recently reading it, right? I wasn't recently reading it. I don't even know what that means. So it keeps playing back in my mind. All right, thank you so much, Divine. Please block out any distractions, okay? It keeps playing back in my mind about some of the things that was said in it, right? And they started talking about a Brahmin ghost, okay? And a couple chapters later, they're talking about how if you kill a Brahmin, you get killed, right? I mean, you get cursed. Then a couple chapters later, they're talking about deities, and they're talking about how deities act, right? And so in this recent reading that I did, I went through each sign and I said, what is it that we needed to surrender, right? What is it that we needed to surrender? What is the deity curse? All right. So I'm going to give you guys and I love these energy. I love shows about energy, right? About energy. Especially like the ones that are in different languages. I'm not talking about, I don't want to say what I'm not talking about, but I'm not talking about anything that's in English, okay? It's all messed up in Hollywood. That's energy in itself. So, all right. There was this there was this deity of the heaven tribe, right? That was in heaven. Her family line has sacrificed themselves for heaven because there was a war from heaven to hell, right? The demons. So basically, the gods of heaven was fighting the Asuras of I don't want to say hell because hell is not really a place, right? Of the lower rounds. So you got the higher rounds fighting the lower rounds, right? And here we are on earth in between. We don't have no idea what's going on. And in reality, we have no idea what's going on, right? That's when we're first born. But the more we go into our spiritual ascension, right, the more we realize how these wars are affecting us, because we are deities that are reincarnated. We either come from the heaven rounds or we come from the lower rounds, right? Okay, no, actually, I'm sorry. We don't come from the lower rounds. It is people out here that comes from the lower rounds, but we either come from heaven. We come from heaven, but heaven is it's not all pretty in heaven. It's not all pretty in heaven. Let's think about it. You have the King of heaven, right? You have God, the Lord, right? Hadn't one of the angels tried to sit on his throne and be him, right? We wouldn't ever have, and according to the Bible, we would never have hell, supposedly, right? Even though we already had, we have hell, okay? Hell was created when heaven was created, all right? So you have this, and I'm just giving a divine feminine point of view of it, right? So you have people that move up in rank, right? Deities that move up in rank. Then they have wives, they have counterparts, they have sisters, they have mothers, they have, you know, whatever the case is. These some of them have sisters, brothers, mamas, or whatever, right? And they move up in rank. All right. So now these deities are moving up in rank. No matter where you are, whether you're in heaven, whether you're in hell, whether you're here on earth, okay, there are certain deities that are jealous, that are envious, that are malicious against other deities. This is where your enemy comes into play at, okay? The battles that we have been fighting, we didn't just get these battles this lifetime. This is why here on earth, and I'm just really gonna calculate it for y'all. This is why here on earth, my karmic knows that we have a past life. They know we have a past life. I know we have a past life. You get what I'm saying? I am a person that can do past life readings, right? So whenever I talk to somebody, and let me just break it down. Whenever I talk to somebody and they're being gang stalked or attacked or stolen from, or they're being energy harvested from, I'm always like, yes, I believe in God. I know there's a God. I know it's a God. It's multiple gods. I'm talking about gods right now. So when people are being gang stalked, harvest from, all of that, it's another deity that's doing that. It's not always dark energy, dark energy. Now, they do have something clicked in their brain where it was like, well, you know what? Last lifetime, or when we were out of this shell, let me not even say last lifetime, but when we were out of this shell, when we were out of this body, I'm going to pin that. Last lifetime, when we were out of this body, you thought you was bigger and better than me. I'm going to be bigger and better than you on this earth. And I'm just like, why when we both had to come down here and basically move everybody to the light. That's what the objective of coming, of ascending to the earth realm is to move people into the light. But instead, people want to compete with you. Now, this is how you find out how they want to compete with you, and you kind of look into what you kind of find what your soul purpose is by knowing how your competitor or your enemy or your friend is seeing you. What type of light are they seeing you in? It is the school round. It is. You move people into the light. Do your job. Are you the student though, or are you the teacher? At school, there's students, there's teachers, there's a principal, there's a janitor, there's a lunch lady. Like, what are you here to do? How are people competing with you, right? So I'm gonna go back to the example that I was giving, right? So there's a deity. There's a deity that was okay, and then this is the other thing I was talking to. I'm giving y'all an example, but it's really been coming and calculating for the last couple days, right? If you forever a student, you lacking in something. You gotta elevate. I mean, you could be we're not gonna go back to that. I'm not gonna go through that because I understand what you're saying, but just mind your words. Mind your words, okay? You're not forever a student. You gotta become the teacher. Say you're a forever student of God or something like that, okay? Or of the Most High, or whoever you report to, okay? You gotta mind your words, and you gotta speak it. You gotta be a little bit more clear, especially when you're talking to me. All right, so and my collective, be a little bit more. You can't forever be a student. I don't want nobody to forever be a student here. I want you to learn something, go and teach somebody else. All right. So I was talking to my niece, right? And we was talking about Muslim women, right? And I listened to what she said, and we were actually talking about Kevin Gates, right? We was talking about Kevin Gates and his wife Andrika and what's the new one name? Brittany. I think her name is Brittany. I hope her name is Brittany. But anyway, so we were talking about that, and he was like, you think that Drake, she asked me, did I think that Drika was still married to Kevin Gates? And I said, if she is really a Muslim, if they're really Muslim, yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And she was like, she'd be stupid, da, 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 da. And I'm like, no, she wouldn't. Because in these holy scriptures, as long as, and this is what I'm really like trying to like put in people's mind, as long as you follow your husband, you're going to heaven. You're returning. Like, you can have a fucked up ass husband. You can have a fucked up ass husband. He can be an alcoholic. He can be beating your ass. He can be, but if you made an oath under God, and people is going to be mad at me that I'm saying this. If you made an oath under God, you stay under God. And guess what? Next lifetime, you'll get a better husband. But it's your karma to deal with that this lifetime. Be mad at me. Be mad at me that I said it. Now, a lot of power that we possess when we pray to God is the strength to go through this lifetime with certain people. Those are a part of the deity curse. Now, let's run it back, right? So we're having a conversation, y'all, and y'all know I got to go to work. I don't think that let me check and see if my manager texts us. No, he didn't text us. So y'all know I got to be to work at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to have to get off of here about 9:30, 9:40, right? I ain't got no clothes on. 9:30, okay? So I was talking to her about being married. And I said that, and I also got this from the Guru Sachista. I'm going to share this with y'all. I'm going to share it with y'all. It actually teaches you how to be a student, how to be a faithful and devoted student, how to be a faithful and devoted wife, how to be a faithful and devoted God, how to be a faithful and devoted deity. It really, and then once you listen to it, at the end of it, it tells you how to correctly listen to it, okay? Then it runs it back. After you listen to it like that, I'm telling you, you're never going to forget this. You're never going to forget this. So all of my spiritualists out here that want to be healers, that want to be teachers, that want to do anything in life that is in full devotion of moving into the light, I advise y'all to copy me with doing this, to be a reader. I advise y'all, because this is the Kali Yuga age where we are getting so far away from what is the right thing to do. Okay? I just want to bring you back. All right? I had a reading done. I had a reading done just recently by Candace Starr. And I never let anybody read me, right? And I never catch this lady live. I've been catching all the spiritualists that I really like. I've been catching them live. And I'm so happy that I have. I caught her live. And she's a person that do voice. I'm getting off subject, but just real quick, tell y'all something about myself, right? She's somebody that do like, she does mediumships. I've been watching her probably since a little bit before DMX passed away. I don't remember what year DMX passed away. Yeah. And one of her spirit guides is Kanika, the young lady that was found in the freezer unalive, right? That's one of her spirit guides. And I always watch her voice boxes and stuff like that, right? And she has been somebody that has been a very great inspiration when it comes to doing mediumships. When Spirit told me to do mediumships on live, online, and to actually like broaden my mediumships out, I see you, Divine. I was very scared. I was very, very, very scared of being possessed by a spirit. I'm gonna just be outright with it. I was very scared of being possessed by a spirit. And this lady has really helped me along my journey, and we don't even know each other. And that's how deities help other deities, okay? So anywho, I just had a reading by her, and she don't know me. I don't know her offline or anything like that. I barely, like, I like the video, but I barely comment anything. And I also didn't pay on YouTube for my reading. I paid on PayPal, but she was doing live readings. I went ahead and sent her some money. And she did a reading for me. And everything that she was saying, when I was sitting down, first of all, I asked my dolls around, should I even get a reading from her? And they swung, they hugged me, okay? And any other time that I ever asked, like, should I get a reading from somebody? They always be like, you gonna waste your money. This particular lady, they said, yeah. When I asked, what did I need to focus on? What did I need to hear? And they basically just said, surrender to spirit. Like, pay attention to what, spirit has to say. Don't try to regulate it, like asking particular questions or anything like that. So when I asked her, she asked me, what did I want to know? I said, I'm just surrendering to spirit. She was like, bet. That's the first card that came out, was surrender to spirit. She was like, I can't make this up. She was like, so at the end of the day, I'm somebody that moves people into the light. I know that the soul never dies. So please listen to me when I'm saying this, that the soul never dies. Let me get back on to deity curse, right? So, and this is something that I truly believe, not just being a medium, but knowing that so many deities have come to me, and I'm not saying that from an egotistical way. They come to me, they say, hey, they pop in, they pop out. They show up for certain people, and then I have no more dealings with them on that aspect. I know a lot of deities in this world. I know a lot of deities in this world. Not the deities that are outside of us, but the deities that are within us. Okay? It's not my job to tell you what deity is walking with you. It's my job to show you how to talk to that deity. Period. That was divine talking. All right, period. Okay, so back to this particular deity curse, right? So it's multiple deities in this realm, not this particular realm right here, this human realm we in, but in let's just say the heaven realm, right? There's multiple deities there. I'm telling y'all, heaven is not all peachy and cream. Just because you get up off this earth realm, it don't just become, oh, I'm back with my lover or my partner or whatever the case is, right? And I was talking about being married. So there's a male deity in this celestial realm, right? And the heaven Lord has assigned a wife to him. He don't like that wife. He knows that wife is calculated. All right, but he respects what he is sent to do. He knows that he is to be loyal. He knows that he is to follow directions. He knows the law of the heaven realm that he's in, right? So he's like, all right, I'm going to marry that wife. But then he's also assigned another wife. He's assigned another wife. He's assigned another wife, right? They don't have sex like how we have sex, right? At the end of the day, they exchange energies, right? Because what we do is we lust each other. They exchange energies so that they can create, all right? Create something. Whether it be an island, whether it be children of the earth, whether it be, whatever type of energy. Just create, right? Oh, my ears are ringing. Now, you got this first deity that was first assigned. He knows that she's calculated. That deity has done so much calculating ass shit, not only to this masculine, but to the other wives. That deity must be punished by the heaven Lord because I assigned you to this man so that you could create, not destroy. So that deity gets punished by God because God punished, okay? God punished. That deity gets sent down to the mortal realm for 60 years. Bam. She on here on earth, right? Now, this deity over here that is also assigned to this masculine gets sent down to the earth so that she can move people into the light. Okay? So that she can move people into the light. Now, this calculating ass deity over here, yes, she is of the heavenly realm, but she recognizes the light on this energy. She like, okay, wait, that bitch got a light on her. I know her. She from a certain area she from the neighborhood that I'm from, right? So she looking at her, and down here on earth, she's having not past life, but she's doing certain energy work so that she can raise her consciousness. She recognizes the light on this other person, and now here on earth, she wants to destroy that bitch. She wants them to look at this heavenly deity, and I'm saying destroy that bitch because I'm using that as a term of endearment, right? I don't want to say they want to destroy each other because the one over here has a job to move people into the light. So people are looking at, this girl is looking at her like, hey, I really came down here to help save you too so that you could come back and be my sister. She like, I don't want to be your sister. I want to wipe all you bitches out in general so that I can go back and be with my nigga and we can be the only one up in heaven together. We gonna create. Because the thing about love is it's so strong. She does love this man that's in heaven. Okay, the twin flame. Bam. The twin flame. She does love the twin flame, right? But she don't like the other soulmates of the twin flame. She don't like that he has a past life with this person, or she has a past life with that person, or whatever the case is. I actually get that all the time. I get that all the time. But thank you, Lori. My coworkers tell me that all the time. They be like, you look like Jaden Smith. It's the hair. Okay? So, yeah, but thank you, because that's irrelevant. So, anywho, she wants to destroy this person on earth. Now, the thing is, they're both deities, so they both have access to higher information. This deity is calculated, right? This person is calculated. They're watching your every move. They know how to tap into your dreams and steal your dreams. They know what your assignment is, because they both, the Hierophant card just came in my mind sight. They both fell in front of they both were on an assignment. Okay? Now, when y'all get back to because we reincarnate over and over and over again, right? We reincarnate over and over again. So when y'all get back to the creator, right? And I'm not talking about big dog God. I'm just talking about heaven's Lord, right? Y'all get back to the heaven Lord, and he like, hey, this is the Hierophant in reverse. I sent y'all down there to do an assignment, and y'all didn't even work together. So I'm going to have to throw y'all into another lifetime together again. So now we in another lifetime together again. So now I want to kill this bitch. This bitch want to kill me. We both understood the assignment, but she blocking my assignment. I hate her. God gave me free will. I hate her. She hate me. It's getting lost. The more times we're created, the more we're getting lost in what the whole overall thing was, because this bitch done killed me 4 or 5 lifetimes. Okay? I done destroyed her because I'm just defending myself. Because the Bible Gita says you have to fight. You have to fight. You have to do your job. If your enemy come up against you with a sword, you cut that bitch too. You cut her too. So, let me calm it down. Okay? So, now, this particular lifetime, I have realized that I'm a deity. This person has realized that they're a deity too, but they're under a particular curse where they went back to the Heavenly Lord, right? They went back to the Heavenly Lord, and they was like, hey, you were supposed to protect this guy, but instead you did this. Because she's not really getting punished unless that person is getting punished for coming up against me if I ascend in this lifetime and they're steady fighting me. They're steady spinning spell work towards me. They steady talking trash about me. They steady trying to tarnish my name, my reputation, and what it is that I'm doing when I know that I'm moving in the light of the gods. Okay? I know that I'm doing something to raise the vibration of this country, of this platform. I know what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? I'm on an assignment, but you steady want to attack me. So now when this person goes back up, maybe they ascended before I did, right? Maybe they ascended before I did, and they go back to the Lords, you know, and I've been here a couple extra years than them. All right? I'm 38 years old. I'm just using this as an example. I'm 38 years old. All of my karmics have been younger than me. So I know that they but they went back to the heavenly realms in our last lifetime. They went back before I did, right? And then they had to be reborn. Okay, boom, they reborn again, right? They still younger than me. I'm on this earth. I'm 38 years old. My karmics is 30. They 31. They 32. They 33. They 35. Right? So here they are. They back. But they're under a deity curse. And God has restricted certain access to things. So now they only know how to work with dark energy, because that's the only way that they can come up against me. They can't compete with me being a light being, because they want to talk trash about me. So I know they're not moving in the light. They're still a deity. They're still a deity. They just will never be reborn back into heaven. Does that mean they're going to hell? No. There is levels to this shit, right? They have to go to certain purgatories. All right? They have to go to certain purgatories. And I want to correct something that I said. I said that it was 7 levels. I said that it was 4 levels below us. It's actually 7 levels below us and 7 levels above us. Okay? And then there's the earth realm. 14, 15 total. Right? And so they have to go and they're going to get burned. They're going to get pecked by birds. Whatever it is that they did to go against deities of the light, they're going to have to go and suffer for that. Okay? Now, they could start suffering on this earth realm, but some of them are not, because just being born as a human is suffering enough. But they're creating more karma for themselves. So this is why I say, when you're a deity, don't worry about what anybody else's karma is. Clear your own karma. Don't worry about what their karma is. They got some money this lifetime. Guess what? It's okay. All that money that they stacking up, that they stole because they tried to destiny swap, or they tried to energy harvest, all of that money that they stole, guess what? It has a curse on it. And I'm going to tell y'all something that I literally have just learned. All forms of money have a curse on them except for gold. Hey, baby. All forms of money have curses on them. If it is attained, unorthodox ass way, it has a curse on it. I don't care if you're a celebrity. I don't care if you're a content creator. I don't care what you think you are and what you're not. If you sleeping with, do I want to say that? One of the biggest curses out here is if you sleeping with somebody else's man. If you're being lustful with somebody else's man, not only are you cursing your vagina, okay, but you are also cursing your bloodline. You are fornicating with an entity, okay? You're fornicating with the entity. I don't care if you had a baby with this person and this person seemed like they're the nicest person in the world. I bet you any amount of money that that person do not know that he himself is a deity or that you are a deity. Somebody is lost and confused in that situation because there's an extra person. Unless your religion calls, and then y'all need, they mad at that. I seen it. The whole screen went black. Okay? Why? Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Unless y'all are married. There and the other person has a agreement to it. If you are cheating on your partner, that is one of the biggest curses that you can put up on your bloodline. Do not be out here sleeping with nobody else, man. Don't be out here sleeping with nobody else, woman. And that person does not know. That person does not know. You need to have conversations with people. And that's why I don't care about. It really did. They got mad. They got mad that I'm saying that because I know that they're watching this. I know they watching it. I know they mad that I'm saying that because they're sleeping with somebody else's man. They sleeping with somebody else's woman. And they're mad that I'm saying this. When you know good and damn well, the second biggest curse you can give is by saying that somebody doesn't have spiritual gifts. Okay? God gave us all free will and spiritual gifts. It's even in this Bible right here. Okay? It's even in this Bible. And if it's in this Bible, right? I'm not saying that it's law because there's some things in this Bible that has been transcribed incorrectly. I'm listening to this Bible as well too. And there's some things that's been transcribed incorrectly into the English language. But I understand because this right here, the origins of the English language has got us messed up. This right here, it is sealed off into a library, I believe, like in one of the colleges or whatnot. And y'all need a copy of this because some of these words right here, you need to translate them because what we think it's not what it is, okay? And it's been transcribed very much so incorrectly. Let me take that out and put a different bookmark in there. Let me not put a card in there because, oh, you know what? Put that card in there. So I just want to help y'all, like, kind of get back closer to y'all deity state, y'all most high deity state. Okay, so the other thing is, like, saying somebody doesn't have, you know, spiritual gifts. Somebody doesn't have spiritual gifts. That's a lie. Even if they're using their spiritual gifts to, you know, come up against you, to fight you, to attack you or whatnot, they still got spiritual gifts. They still got spiritual gifts. They just cursing themselves, okay? You got to clear your own karma. So when I said that we are reincarnated deities, that's what we are. That's what we are. Are we working with powerful deities? Yes, we are. Now, this is the other thing too. This is how I know that people are watching me and they're learning, because what other reader, and I'm just like categorizing myself just for a split second. What other reader have y'all heard talking about deities? I know we talk about and actually using the word deities, right? What other reader have y'all heard? I do not want y'all to get deities out here and be misconstrued about who you are, right? Start saying, I am a reincarnated deity. I am a god. And that right there is not working off of ego time. That's remembering who you are. One of the things is about Man Durga, about Man Tara, about Kali Man, about Krishna and Krishna consciousness and the awakening of it. Once you start doing these, and I gotta get ready to go, y'all, because I want to be on time today. Once you start doing these meditations, like last night, I did a live meditations. I did the, ooh, we glitching, baby. I did the mantras 3 times, right? It's like first God comes out in a invisible state where you can only feel the presence. I just got chills. Where you can only feel the presence of the divine, right? And then it comes a point where you have to realize that you are divine. You have to take that deity and put her inside of your heart. So when you're looking at people, you can see their light. You can see how bright it is. You can see how dim it is, right? Even with it being dim, our job is not to send them to hell. They do that themselves. They do that themselves by attacking another being. Let me tell y'all. So, let me tell y'all. God sees all. They see all. All the gods see all, right? And even though I am a God, right? I'm going to be real honest. At one point, I know that I can astral project somewhere. If God want me to go there, I can go there, right? Even if God don't want me to go there, I can work with, I can work in a lower vibrational energy and be calculated and go there. But I know big dog God, the Hierophant, the Lord of all heavens, is going to see me. I'm not on that type of time. I got kids to worry about. I got kids to worry about. And when you love somebody, I got a husband to worry about. Okay? When you love somebody in this earthly realm, when you have an attachment and you know that they can get up out of here as quick as they can, you stop doing certain things. And just because that shit ain't caught up to you, that don't mean it ain't caught up to me. I know better. I should know better. With all of the work that I'm doing, all of the ascension work that I'm doing, I know better. I know better. So that's why I'm not on no type of time of doing anything dark or malicious or anything like that. I'm not on that time. Okay? I have a fear of birds because I've been to hell before and I've been pecked by motherfucking crows. I don't eat nothing of a bird. I don't like a bird. I don't have no feather pillows. The most feather anything that I have is this. Okay? I have literally been pecked by crows. I've been to hell before. I've been in hell. I've been in hell on this earth when I was spiritually attacked, and let me not put these together because they're not together. I didn't go to hell at the same time. When I was spiritually attacked, I was in hell. I cut all my hair off like 3 or 4 times. I've been bald head. I'm on my phone. I've been bald head like multiple times. You get what I'm saying? I cut my ancestors off. I couldn't hear God. I couldn't hear divine. Only thing I could do was meditate and chant and just say, God, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm not saying these, and I really don't want to say this because people are going to take this and put this in here. But I know that I'm a star seed, right? I know that I'm a star seed, right? But I don't know a lot about star seeds. I just know that at some point I came from outer space. What y'all consider outer space, but I would consider it another planet. Okay? And so but it's not my job to know where I came from. My job is to know that I'm going back there and how to get back there. So I don't care where I've been. I don't care what I did before in the past. And when I'm talking about hell or doing something, it has not been in the last 3 years, 3 or 4 years. The only time that I felt like I was about to dab back into hell, that I was about to send myself into hell, is when I was practicing the wrong religion. Because that particular religion is a defense religion. They're in war. That country is in war every day. And I pray that Haiti gets out of war. I pray that people stop trying to curse Haiti. I pray that. I pray for freedom for Haiti every day. Every day. I put them into my prayers. But that's not my battle. That's not my battle. I've been Ursula Dontour. I've been her. And she been with me since the very beginning. Since the very, very beginning. Any Mumbo, any Santeria, all of them will tell you. You got a deity that walks with you very quietly that doesn't talk. And I'm like, she don't talk to y'all about me, but I talk to her. I have communications with her. And we don't even got to talk every day. It's just when somebody come with war shit, when they come into my dreams or they come into my field, this is why, like, a lot of readers, I be like, y'all want to read me and y'all want to say I'm dark energy? I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all are going to get met with Kali Ma or y'all going to get met with Ursula Dontour. And people be like, Ursula Dontour is a love god. Y'all got her fucked up. She cut out her own tongue. She allowed her tribe to cut out her own tongue. Okay? She got the scar across her face. This is why in multiple lifetimes that I have been through, I am reminded every time of my wars that I've been through. I got a scar right here on my breast, okay? Because I've had my breast cut off so that I can go and fight as a man in a war, okay? I have a scar across my face so that I will know that my job is to protect the children, okay? It's not to protect the men and these grown-ass women. My job is to protect the children and to bring the children into the light. And I'm not talking about the young ones. Young ones. I am talking about them, but I'm talking about the children of gods. The children of the deities. That's why I'm so scarred up and battled up and ready to fucking go all the time. And that's why I'm very passionate about what I do, because I'm not going to let y'all play with spirituality. Y'all are reincarnated deities and y'all are gods. And anybody else that wants to be like, well, she act like she a god. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And yes, I am. Yes, I am. I have the God in me. I don't have no demonic energy running through my bloodline. And if you think that I do, and if you say that I do, then God bless you. God bless you. All right? So, y'all have a wonderful day on purpose. Y'all, I'm about to go throw my clothes on real quick. I hope that y'all meditate. I hope that y'all chant. I'll talk to you guys later. Like, share, listen to this video back. Please do, so that my spiritualists, my healers, all of y'all can start moving into y'all purpose. Like 100% start moving into y'all purpose, okay? God is in the business. I love you. This was fire. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, hey sis. Hey sis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a great day on purpose, okay? Peace. Love.